Hello, viewers of Enlightened South Sudan TV station. I'm by name Angela George John, and today in the studio we are hosting with us one of the members of the EC of the South Sudan Student Association in Rwanda for the upcoming elections that is going to take place on date 25th November 2023. My dear brother, you're highly welcome to the studio, and we are glad to have you.
Thank you, members of the South Sudan Enlightened TV station. My name is Taban and Angela George, one of the EC members, titled a commissioner in the EC. So I'm glad, and also it's an honor to be with you today.
Thank you, Mr. Taban, for the brief and short, for the nice and brief introduction.
Thank you.
Today in the studio, we are having a few questions to ask you,
Yes.
and we shall be glad to hear from you. So our first question goes, what are the procedures that are going to take place? What are the procedures that are going to take place on the date of 25th November 2023?
Okay, basically, this is just the procedure of the election. As we know, election is the voting in or choosing of the leaders that includes that is inclusive and participative. So the procedures are basically you just voting. You know, of recent, before elections of the coming weekend takes place, we have put across some framework that will be used by the EC to consider the voting. That is student registration, which is also called the voter registration. So this voter registration is one of the crucial factors that will make this process seamless. So in this registration, allow me to explain it to you, a student is first allowed to register before you come to vote. So registration is still ongoing as of today, and we expect all students to register. Registration calls for 2 or 3 things. Your ID, which is for the country identity. Then to verify that you are a student in Rwanda, we need a school ID. So these things will be verified during the process of election, and these are the processes that will let us have a seamless day. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So our next question is, how do you ensure that the electoral process is inclusive and accessible to all voters?
As we have communicated to you earlier, we have already communicated this process framework to the student association in all platforms, and we have communicated with all the candidates that are going to be voted in, that they should all inform their supporters or people who are going to vote for them, register. The only thing we consider at the EC here to make a seamless and smooth running of the process are the registered voters. So we are going to use the registered voters as only to determine the leaders that will pass during that day. So we have nothing else than using that. So the students who are registered in election are the only one we're going to work with, and these are the only one that will determine the winner. And there is no any other doubt than just running it. And for making it fair or inclusive, we have already made it inclusive. South Sudanese students in Rwanda, their ID from South Sudan, their ID in universities, these are only requirements that will give you access to be a member in this association, and as well a member as well also eligible to this election. So the only concern will be people who are not registered. So we don't consider unregistered voters. These are people we're going to work with, and we talk to the leaders and to give us their agents. So making it seamless and making it also inclusive. Each and every candidate is coming with an agent which is going to participate in the process of casting vote and seeing people making line, and also ensuring that everyone is not cheated or not feeling feeling out of the game. So everyone will accept the result based on the justified form of election. I think there will be no way anyone will feel maybe deprived of voters. So that's how the process is going to be. And for whoever has not got a chance to listen to this, I recommend you to watch this video and have the process in place. Thank you.
Okay, so Mr. Taban, you were talking about each, let me say, each contestant, let me say, should come with his or her agent, right? So let me say, the agents like will they be the ones to stand, as in during the voting process? Will they be the ones to stand, as in to represent the president, or let me say the contestant, or
Okay, I get you. The agents are just there because, in every process, there's always need to include people. The inclusivity we're meaning is when we have process of counting, everyone's vote will be counted while the agent is seeing, so that no candidate will feel like it's being denied of his or her vote. So the agent will be there to verify and be satisfied that, yeah, these are the votes of my candidate. And they're also there to also watch every step that the EC is doing so that they don't feel cheated. So the agent will be representative of their candidate. We don't need complaint or riot after election. That's why we call for agents. So to make this process seamless and also the students to vote in their leaders peacefully. Thank you.
okay, that's good. So let me talk about the social media platform like the WhatsApp group. Some days back, people were arguing that the vice president is not supposed to be elected by the let me say by the people. I think it's either the president or the EC members are the ones to elect the vice president. So people were arguing and arguing. We did not come into conclusion. So I don't know what you have to say about that.
Thank you so much. We know we don't dismiss any concern. I believe whoever has a question concerning the election has the right to be answered. And at the EC, we clarified it in the group. We have made official document to address any claim concerning the election or appointment of the vice president. Okay, to begin, maybe for the interest of people who have not got the idea about this, I would like to educate you about the Constitution, what the Constitution says. I remember the question was blocking and condemning the EC for misusing the Constitution during the recent meeting, general meeting with the EC. So here is what we came up with. When we went to EC, the election of vice president is so complex that no one has a right to just bring any claim. So when we talk about this is from the Constitution, about if you go to the section whereby there's election of vice president, they say election of vice president is done by the college, student college. So the college, if I can educate you about the college, these are representatives from different universities, all universities in Rwanda, so they must have representatives. These representatives sit as like a council and elect the vice president. They endorse the vice president to go and stand with that president. So when we came at the EC to find about this, we found out there's nothing like college in the existing student leadership. So even the constitution, a lot of constitution things are not actually materializing in the student body. So how can we go against what is not already there? And you're asking us the vice president should come with the candidate. There is nowhere in the constitution that say applying candidate must appoint the vice president. Where is it in the constitution? There's nothing like that. So what do we then do as the EC? Since both parties are not there, we came up, yes, then let's just elect him vice president as well, because there is no that system in the existing leadership. So we don't know why people don't get that easily. So I think that one is clear, and electing in your vice president is still not a problem. As long as you're going to elect him whom you may be deemed to be right for the position, there's still no big deal. The fact is we cannot go against what is not already existing. So what people are pushing us, or the general public is pushing us, is that president or applicant must come with their own vice president. But who gave them right to elect or to appoint their vice president or vices? So it is not there. Neither does even constitution endorse that. That's why we sat and found out there's really a big misconception in that. And as you see, we have also that small right to see what is best for the for the smoothing of the election process. I think this is a clear case.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. So my next question is, as we know, here in Rwanda, let me generalize, in Rwanda, we have students in Kigali, Musanze, Huye, Gisenyi, and other provinces. So as the election is going to, let me say the main place where the election is going to take place is here in Kigali, which is Yelko compound. So as in, do you have other members in the other states, and how are you guys going to connect in order to, let me say, to, like you said, smoothing the election process? So how are you people going to connect?
Okay, thank you for the question. As of other states, let's say in Rwanda, where the majority base of the student is run in Kigali and Musanze. Yes, in as much as this has been a short time to endorse all these processes, we of course communicated with the people from Mozambique. This is where also one of the second largest base of the students in South Sudanese students in Rwanda here, and also for Kigali here in Rwanda. And yeah, we tried to talk to Uye, though we didn't get representative, which has really been difficult to us. And we are trying as much as possible to use these majority-based groups to decide their leader. I think if we have a lot of people voting for their leader in Mozambique and Uye and Kigali, that is already 99% of the votes. And anyone who may be in Gisenyi or Uye is just an unfold. I think cannot be that much of a difference. But we have tried. It's not that we have pushed anything. We have tried to reach out to them, and we haven't yet found the representative. But now we are working with the two institutions, the two states, the two districts, and I said the two provinces. Yes, that is Kigali and Musanze, where the major or majority-based students are. I think there will be enough to elect their leader.
Thank you so much. So my next question states that, what measures have you put in place to prevent voters' fraud and irregularities?
Yeah, that is a very important question. Recently, all along, we have been working on the data system, the database. So we have a database that we are using to verify who is and who is not, who are not voted. So this is the process. You'll come with your ID. It initially began by you registering with a link, which is simply putting in your number, your ID number, and passport, or maybe South Sudan national number. Only that. So this is the rich data we are collecting from our software, from our system. And then later, when the election kicks off, you guys will make lines in wherever you are, and we have the computers. So for us, the EC have our computers that verify the system. You come and you show me your credentials. I verify them. When I tick them, they are also ticked in all computers. So the system is the same. We have access to the form, to the digital, to the software. From there, we are verifying every number. When we verify you first in the computer, we'll give you the ballot. From the ballot, we have people protecting our ballot boxes. So we give you the ballot. After being verified, you go and cast in your vote. And our agent and our also committee is still also protecting our ballot boxes. So from there, accounting will be easy. So I've told you before that we are only working with registered voters. That is how everything is going to be. It's going to be seamless and easy for every candidate. So the agents are working with us, and we're also working with our own committee, and we are making the verification as a whole. Whatever verification is made from Musanze, I'm seeing whatever is being done in Musanze, I'm still seeing it in my form. If it is highlighted, the name of person who has given the vote is being highlighted, I will also see it here that is highlighted. So, and every vote the decision will be made from there. And after the registration is done, the voting will be done, and we count when everyone is seen. So That's when we will declare our candidate. We don't intend to make anything difficult. We'll make sure that we work as hard as possible to make the process uh, good and no malpractices happening. So we're working for the interest of students. We don't have anyone interest to work for.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Taban. Dear viewers, let's go for a short break, and I hope to see you again after the short break. Welcome back again, dear viewers, from that short break. So let's continue with our discussion. Mr. Taban, you were okay, not you, but during the meeting, you guys held an online meeting. So that time, actually, let me say, I attended it, though I didn't say anything. I had like someone asked a question about, I don't know, okay, like someone, let me just say someone asked a question. Then I don't know whether it was you or another colleague of yours. He was like, there are people coming from Uganda, from the embassy, let me say the South Sudan embassy in Uganda. So those people coming, what will be their role?
Yes, thank you for that question. I think the question was asked about who are coming, what is our, how informed the existing institution that we have in the country, like the embassies and other diplomatic relations with this country. And yes, of recent we have been talking to them, and I think today they are already in the country, they're in Kigali, and of course they are coming for this election. You know, it's very crucial for them to be here. Why? It is part of the diplomatic processes that they have in this country. Student base here is the major issue why we have our diplomatic relation with this country. So they are coming here to also here to endeavor that every process being done is fair and also justified. So they will be here, and of course they will attend the election. And these are also the very people that will help us see the process, making sure that no one is cheated and no one is also deprived in any form. And yeah, these are also the people that will work with the coming leadership. Our work is to make the process smooth and make people get their leader they want, and then we hand over them the leadership. From there, they can work together with the embassy, and within few days, we will do the integration. And something I want to also inform you about is that integration will happen in just 2 days or 3 days after the election. And this is the most important reason of why they are here, the delegates. They want to be here, make sure the election is run well, smoothly, and then after 2 days, the leader elected will be integrated with his team. So then from there they can pick up.
Okay, so thank you. So let me say, apart from the position of the president and the vice president, there are other positions like the treasurer and let me say there are other positions, but let me say the treasurer, let me give the example. Will it be also the other, let me say, since we are all students, will it be ask the students to vote, or it will be the duty of the EC and the president?
The constitution is clear, and yeah, the constitution is clear. As I told earlier, that the constitution has got some complexities that are beyond our amendment, and we wish the next leadership to reform and see how they can amend the constitution. The constitution says that finance or the treasurer and the secretary general and court will also be elected as the student body. There's no appointment by the president, and which I was also asking myself, if the vice president is also being brought by the candidate, and then why not the general secretary and the finance? So these are things that these are things the constitution is giving us and is dictating us to follow. And I wish maybe it will be the role of general assembly and the upcoming leadership to see ways of reforming the constitution. And yeah, this is what we got in the constitution, and we're working with it. The general secretary and the finance are as well being elected by the general body of the students.
Okay, thank you so much. So I heard you talking about counting votes. Will the votes be counted in front of the voters, or you guys will go, as in, not you, sorry, not you guys, but the electoral commission will go into a private place to count? Because you were talking that if it is counted, in order to ensure that the elections are free and fair, it will be counted in front of the voters. So
yeah, there's really no problem whether they're being counted in front of the voters or not. Depend on the magnitude or on the density of the votes. So if imagine, let's say we are counting 1,000 votes in front of you, you will get tired even in the audience. You are counting together, this for this, this for this, so, and they are all 1,000 votes. Actually, you will be tired. Okay, which is not a problem doing that. That is why we brought agents. These agents are here to represent you and your leader, to represent you as the general assembly and also your leader. So if general assembly voted for one of the candidates, you also add the agent that represent all of you. During counting, they will be there to represent the entire body. So there's really no problem whether we are counting in front of you or in private. We don't have any. We are not having our close or maybe our own ways of doing things that we don't want to make them transparent to the people. The role of agent are to do that. So agent will declare that we are agreeing the votes, and this is what we have seen. We have seen no one is seated, and we have accepted, we have considered that this is taking election, and this is also losing the election. I think with agents, everything is clear.
thank you so much. So let me say, last but not the least, what challenges, or what are the key challenges you faced? I mean, not you face, but what are the key challenges you're facing in administering the election process?
Yes, it is quite challenging. The labor process is challenging. Very challenging. The fact that it is a student election process, it requires a lot of things. The fact that we are working on, you see, the question we have been seeing, the complexities in constitution, how we really come up with very tough decisions to make sure this run and like this and this and the other. And even if you need logistics. So we are yet to know the logistics that is going to be required for the processes of this election. Remember, every process needs some finances and everything. So it has not been easy, but nevertheless, you have to do something to make sure students vote in their leaders. But we believe every challenge will be overcome at the end of the day. Yes. So we have tried, and we hope to do our best. We are not delivering 100%, but we are giving our 100% best of what is going to happen. So I think that is how the process is going.
Thank you so much, Mr. Taban. So let me say the last question, though it's not the last in the topic, but in my list here, let me say my question here. The last question says that, how do you handle complaints and disputes related to the electoral process?
Yes, the question or complaint. Yeah, I think here we need to understand one thing. We are not really having a tension with anyone. For us, we are not driving our interests in any way. Everyone has the right to ask any question, and we are not saying that this. We are not also at the end of the day arguing or debating on who is right and who is not right. We just all of us, the student body and the EC, we are only looking for a possible way to see a justified process of election. So everyone has a part to play in this process, is by voting also by working together. Whatever the people should do is work with us, not maybe downgrade or step down the processes. But we are not also against anyone. It's their right to ask, and we are just assuring them if they have questions, we give our best to answer them. So we don't have any issue with anyone. Our major work is to just give you the process seamlessly and also smoothly. I think for the complaint of students, we have handled them, and there's really no big issue. We are just, as long as we're working with the justified mean form of the constitution, I think there is no any problem with that. We are still going to continue forward, and we are just requesting for your cooperation and your participation in that day, and see how this day comes to a success.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Taban. So, what message do you have for our viewers?
Okay, viewers of the Light in South Sudan TV, I will please share this video so that it can reach as many students as possible. There might be crucial message here that need them before they go for the final day. Circulate this video. Also, go to the link, go to the video description, and still you can also go and go to YouTube, like this page, like this channel, wherever social media platform it is. It can be used anywhere else, maybe across our country or any place where South Sudanese can be reached. So share it, like, and subscribe to the channel of this. So thank you for always viewing Enlighten TV South Sudan. It's always great to see your updates here in this channel. Thank you for having me here also.
Thank you so much.